Hi guys, welcome to Community Media Trivia. We are live. It is May the 4th already.
Yes, May Day is come and gone. Did you dance around the maypole?
I did not. Did you?
No, I didn't. It was all day, exciting time. So we have a great show here tonight. Why don't you introduce our special guest?
We have Gregory Lee. Hi, Gregory.
How you doing? How's everybody?
Good. How are you?
Welcome.
Great. Fantastic.
So from Long Island, why don't you introduce yourself? I know you have a debut this evening at 10 p.m. on CBS.
That's right. I'm on FBI Most Wanted. I have a small role. So if you can watch, hopefully they didn't cut my scene. You get to see the A-list actors.
How
That's
could they
exciting.
do that?
It's always nerve-wracking. You never know if they're going to put you on there or not. Like, did part of your scene get cut or not? Awesome. So why don't you tell us what got you into acting?
Well, I always had a love of acting, but mostly when I was younger, I modeled a lot. And then in the last 4 years, the last company I worked for, I worked in finance. It shut down, and then I went into acting and modeling full time. And it's been going really great. Even with the pandemic, I've been booking a lot of smaller roles. Hopefully I'll graduate to something bigger soon.
That's great.
Awesome.
Yeah. And
So
tonight at 10, CBS.
Tonight at 10 at CBS, yes.
And the name of the show again?
FBI Most Wanted.
FBI's Most Wanted.
Okay. And do you know if you're toward the beginning or the end, or somebody's just going to have to...
I imagine I'm somewhere near the beginning, middle, I believe. I don't want
I
to too spoil the show, but...
I'd have to stay up till 11 if you were near the end, so...
So past your bedtime, Jeff.
Yeah. Some nights it is, but...
Well, we have a reoccurring panelist here. Corey's on deck.
Corey's in the house. Dreamweaver's here, our own Ken Jennings. Got the silver last week, so
Did get
right?
the silver.
Yeah, a little redemption. Dominic, the elusive Dominic. We'll see if Dominic's going to defend his or her crown. We really don't know the gender of it. Doesn't matter. Zach is here, hopefully with some new musical renderings. Exciting time.
I think he has his guitar hitting. He's being mysterious today.
Okay. Well, he said he's going to come up with a jingle for the show one of these weeks. We'll see.
We'll see. We'll let the countdown begin and log on to communitymedia.net/trivia to play along, and we'll see who's the winner tonight.
Good luck, everyone. May the best player win.
Thank you.
Well, that's who's going to win.
It's not rigged. This is real.
The disco version of the Star Wars theme hit #1 on the Billboard charts in 1977. Name the artist that released it. Walter Murphy Band, Mecco, Casey and the Sunshine Band, or RMFSB. Like answers are spread
Casey and
across
the
the board.
Sunshine Band got a lot of answers,
Well,
but
yes.
Miko
Nico. Oh.
was correct. Greg Weaver got it correct.
It just sounded like a disco band.
I just guessed.
Only 2 people got it correct. Who's the daughter of Goldie Hawn, who also became a successful Hollywood actress? Katie Beckinsale, Kate Bosworth, Kate Hudson, or Kate Upton?
Ooh, this is a good
And that
one.
is Goldie Hawn.
A little trickery there with all the Kates.
Yeah. I think this is a relatively easy question. Degree of difficulty,
Yeah, I think
5 out of a scale of 10.
Unless you know you don't watch a lot of movies.
That's true. Or if you know TV or any of those genres. Kate Hudson is correct.
correct. Popular answer.
Yeah. 67% got it correct, including Greg Weaver. But Greg Lee, our guest star, knocking on the door.
What gas released by some fruits and vegetables cause nearby produce to ripen faster? Carbon dioxide, ethylene, methane, or nitrous oxide?
You ripen your tomatoes by putting them in a bag with a banana.
Yeah, and capture the methane from cows, and we don't need oil anymore.
Did you watch the videos online of the animals eating overly ripe fruit?
No, I did not. The moist tissue in 5th place, bucket of pebbles 6. Is the FCC watching this? I don't know. Pictured here, who became Wheaties' first official spokeswoman as a result of her performance at the 1984 Summer Olympics? Daniela Silvas, Mary Lou Retton, Olga Corbett, or Shannon Miller?
Score one for 80s children.
Yeah, this is another soft toss here. A couple of lob questions
Wheaties
so
box,
far. Yeah,
yeah.
that's to build confidence for everybody.
Yep.
The Wheatie box, the USA,
That's right.
red, white, and yeah, okay. Greg Weaver.
Got a lot of new players this week. Fat Cat at number 10. While playing for minor league baseball team in a 1931 exhibition game against the New York Yankees, female pitcher Jackie Mitchell struck out Babe Ruth and blank. Louis Gehrig, Jackie Robinson, Joe DiMaggio, or Mickey Mantle. You got to know your sports history.
You got to know your history too,
Yeah,
especially
sports and history.
your Yankee history. And Jackie Robinson never played for the Yankees.
Corey's got to know this.
Yes.
The Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig.
That's right.
And they got their number by where they were in the batting order. So Ruth was 3 and Gehrig was 4. Named after a defunct airline, which TV series took off in 2011 and crash landed 14 episodes later? Admiralty Air, Pan Am, Eastern Airlines, or Dayjet? Is that still in syndication, or was it so bad that nobody wants to see it again?
Never even heard of that one.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Show me Pan Am, as Richard Dawson
The
would
correct
say.
answer.
Yeah, there you go. Defunct airline, that kind of gave it away.
Greg is in the lead. Greg's on fire tonight so far, but Bucket of Pebbles is right on his tail. What is the actual birth name of American professional wrestler Hulk Hogan? James Bryan Helwig, Mark Williams Calloway, Randall Mario Poffo, or Terry Eugene Bolio?
I don't know why I know this.
Because of the Gawker lawsuit. That's why I know it.
You know, our minds have so much useless information. It's an amazing thing, isn't it?
Embarrassed.
Yeah, most people guess D. Yeah, I think that is the
Classic
correct answer.
wrestling.
It is correct. All right.
Well, if you watched his reality show, they probably called him by his real name.
Yeah. Hey, Terry. Greg Lee hanging in there a third. What does the holiday Cinco de Mayo commemorate in Mexico? The start of the Mexican Revolution by Francisco Madero, the Mexican Army's victory over the French Empire, Mexico's Independence Day? It doesn't. It's an American tradition celebrating Mexican culture.
Are you doing anything for Cinco de Mayo?
Is that tomorrow?
I believe so.
What do you do, like a Dos Equis?
Dos Equis, margarita.
A guy bought me a beer once. He thought I looked like the most interesting man in the world. That was so
I
cool.
can see that.
Yeah, it was really
I
cool.
respect that. That's good.
I can see that.
Piñatas are common birthday traditions in Mexico. What is the meaning of star-shaped piñata that have 7 points? They represent the original discovered Mayan star. They represent the 7 deadly sins. They represent the 7 original states of Mexico, or they represent the 7 apostles.
These are lengthy answers. You really have to know your stuff.
This is a good question. I don't know this.
Never heard of this. Yeah.
Yeah, I never knew. A little education here on trivia. They represent
7
the
deadly
sins.
sins.
Of course.
Dominic, bumping up
Makes
to
sense.
second.
Yeah, there he is, Dominic. The fictional character of Mother Blank is the imaginary author of many poems and nursery rhymes. Is it Mother Duck, Mother Goose, Mother Fox, or Mother Hen? Man, this is a real soft toss show tonight. Everybody's building a lot of confidence at home. But Greg Weaver has the dexterity and the quickness advantage.
100%.
Nobody thought it was Mother Duck.
I was going with Mother Hen.
Mother Fox?
So many
Mother
great.
Fox.
Yeah, Mother Fox, that's a good one, yeah. Well, Greg Weaver's letting everybody
Which of
hang
the
around.
following birds lay the largest eggs? I'll let you read these for me, Jeff. And you know I'll butcher that first
Albatross,
one.
emu, kiwi, or ostrich?
What's an albatross?
That's kind of a toss-up between the emu and the
No little
ostrich.
graphic there to give it
This
away.
is interesting. The
That's a raw one.
clue for emu is green, and I think emus lay green eggs, if I'm not mistaken. I don't
An
know if
emu
that-
is in that Liberty Mutual commercial.
Yeah, that commercial, yes.
Yeah, Liberty
An
Baby.
ostrich is correct. Nice.
You know, the Australian Army fought a war against ostriches once and lost.
Yes.
The quintessential
Yes.
wicked stepmother is the character of Lady Blank from the fairy tale story of Cinderella. Is it Dashwood, Granger, Radcliffe, or Tremaine? And now this is a good question. This is trivia.
This is tricky.
If you know this, you know your Disney villainesses for sure.
Let's see.
I know Cruella de Vil. Does that count?
Yeah.
Must be true.
Under the Sea. Who's the villainess there? Tremaine is the correct answer. Ursula was my bonus question.
Ursula.
Ursula, yeah.
Dominic is dominating.
In March 2020, Judge Judy announced the 25th season would be its last. What is Judge Judy's actual last name? Patterson, Shidlin, Greenhorn, or Holland?
When she rolls her eyes, you know it's over.
It is over. She's not
New
playing.
Kate.
How many years? She's been on 25 years. That's unbelievable.
She can
Shine
go for
light.
another 25.
Yeah,
Yeah. Was Judge Wapner on longer than that?
I don't know. I like the Rusty the Bailiff. How long was he on?
Oh, yeah. He was on a long time.
In which season did Charles Barkley win the NBA Most Valuable Player Award? 92-93, 95-96, 98-99, or 01-02? And he's pictured here in a Sixers uniform, but that doesn't mean he won the MVP as a Sixer, does it?
No.
I gotta admit, I don't know this one.
Jeff, you probably know this. You're a sports guy.
Yeah, I
Was it
don't
Phoenix
know.
Sun?
This one might be getting Greg on this one.
Oh, you got me.
Yep.
What?
I said-
92-93. Wow.
I guessed based off the Sixers uniform.
Still in first.
I wasn't giving it away when we're. Hey, moist tissues last. That's appropriate.
Which Big Ten university has a vegetable included in its name of its sports mascot? Iowa, Nebraska, Indiana, or Wisconsin?
Yeah. This is definitely.
It's kind of giving it away there.
It's yeah. The picture is definitely
Yeah.
helpful.
Is that a
It's
giveaway?
not always is, but in this case, it's definitely helpful.
Yeah, dead giveaway.
Yeah.
I actually knew this one without the picture, though.
The Hawkeyes are that's not a vegetable. I want to come back to Cinco de Mayo. I have a question. What breakfast company produces Lucky Charms cereal? Post, Kellogg's, Quaker Oats, or General Mills? They don't have it on the box top, so
Greg's
yeah.
trying to see it. He's leaning in.
there's the little leprechaun. That question about Cinco de Mayo, was the answer that it's an American tradition?
No, it commemorates the end of their victory over the French Empire when Mexico won independence from the
Oh, okay, yeah, well,
It's
over
not
the
their
French Empire,
Independence Day.
it made it kind of sound like they conquered France or something, so it was a
Oh,
little
I got it wrong.
confusing.
I thought it was
Thank
that
you,
way.
thank you. General Mills was the answer. Greg Weaver, sitting, looking good.
Elected to the Country Music Hall of Fame in 2013, who was known as the Gambler because of his signature song of the same name? Charlie Daniels, Glenn Campbell, Kenny Rogers, or Waylon Jennings?
Zach, should we sing? Know when to hold 'em, know
Know
when
when
to
to
fold 'em, know when to hold 'em.
Those are great words.
Know when
That's
to
great.
run 'em. And he just recently passed away.
Okay.
May he rest in peace. What is the name of the 80s toy shown here? A jump spinner, a spin kicker, twirly-do, or skip it?
More like a trip it.
Pretty much a trippet.
Yeah, trippet. Or E.
I call it lawsuit.
Lawsuit.
Yeah.
A
Well, in
lawsuit, yeah.
2021, it would be a lawsuit, but back in
Chris
the
is,
80s,
Chris is in the house.
nice of you to join
Those
us,
in lawn darts.
Christopher.
Skip it. That makes sense because you're twirling it around and hopping over it. With one leg, you're twirling it and skipping with the other.
I didn't know that. I'm a 90s, so.
Yellow birds are said to symbolize joy and a positive outlook on life. Which of these types of birds is not predominantly yellow in color? A goldfinch, a canary, a house martin, or a warbler?
Wow. Well, goldfinch. I don't think that's the correct answer.
It's not predominantly.
Warbler, the most popular choice,
No, it wasn't.
House
but
martin.
it's the house martin. Yeah.
If I had chosen House Martin, then that would have been the wrong answer.
Well, I know. And warbler, it seems like more of a subspecies or something. In the Wonderful Wizard of Oz novel, what are the half-tiger, half-bear creatures called that roam the land of Oz? Kalidas, Poslines, Jackines, or Wemix? Wemix. You say Wemix, I say Wemix.
I have read these stories and even was in the film, and I have no clue.
I have no clue either.
Yeah.
He's the most popular answer. But
Answer's A.
Kalida rhymes with
Tricky,
la-di-da.
tricky.
Wow, who knew? I
Well,
didn't.
Pebbles back up to
I
second.
didn't.
I thought it was Wenix or whatever. Wemix.
On the show Two and a Half Men, what profession does Alan play by Jon Cryer do for a living? A dentist, a chiropractor, a dietitian, or an orthopedist?
I knew this when I picked the wrong one. I hate that.
I'm trying to remember. It's been so long since I've seen the
But
show.
yes, on my part.
Yeah, did Charlie work a job? Charlie Sheen. He was always in trouble.
Yep.
Chiropractor.
Chiropractor. Wow.
Lucky guess.
Be more up to fourth.
In which of these countries could you order a mixed spaghetti at McDonald's? Canada, Italy, Japan, or Philippines?
Greg, your
It feels like it's
expression.
one of those gimme questions that's going to turn out to be wrong.
Yeah.
Don't overthink it, man.
Okay.
On the graphic, it just says Getty.
Yeah, mixed spaghetti is it's kind of pinched up at the top there.
Tell you what, Italy's got a really good prime beef burger.
Huh.
Big ass.
Philippines.
Damn.
Wow. Yeah,
You
you
can think
whoever.
Italy.
Yeah, don't underthink it either. Whoo.
I'm getting killed.
Which of these 20th century U.S. presidents was born first? Jimmy Carter, Ronald Reagan, John F. Kennedy, or Richard Nixon? For you history buffs,
They're wrong.
Oh,
Greg, check the
Jimmy
encyclopedias
Carter's
behind you.
95 years old. He was
I think it was Nixon.
Carter.
Yeah. Damn.
Ronald Reagan.
Reagan.
And he lived to be, what, 94 or something?
Did
Awesome.
live a long time.
Yeah.
Bucket of Pebbles is
Good
on my
question.
tail.
Now, that was a good question.
Bucket of Pebbles is on his tail.
Which of these social media network sites launched first? Facebook, Friendster, MySpace, or LinkedIn? What was that, the social network, the name of the film?
Yes.
Social network movie about this particular thing. I never saw that film.
I thought it was pretty well done.
I didn't see it either.
The Harvard guys, the twins, and so
MySpace.
forth.
62% said MySpace.
It was
There's
Friendster.
Friendster.
Friendster, who knew?
I got that right.
Nobody
The
knew.
one person on there, that was me, baby.
I never heard of Friendster. Last
Popular
question.
literary characters Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson were first launched in an 1887 novel titled A Study in Black and White, Gold, Scarlet, or Silver. I had no idea the novel was that old, 1887.
Arthur Conan Doyle. Scarlet, maybe, because Color of Blood. Everybody seemed to go that way.
Study in Scarlet.
And it is
Scarlet
correct.
is the
Yeah,
answer.
yeah. And it's good alliteration, too.
Look at the
Sort of.
leaderboards.
There he is. Very respectable bucket of pebbles.
What's wrong, fat cats? You couldn't hold your lead over me?
Let's start at the bottom. Moist Tissue, 12th. Zach, 11th. Our guest, special guest, 10. Oh, we had Fat Cat, 13. I didn't see that before.
Laura in 9th, Denny Weaver in 8th, Corey in 7th.
Molly, B. Moore, and Katie.
Then we have Dominic in 3rd, Bucket of Pebbles in 2nd, and then
And Greg Weaver, our champion, once again, back on top, back in the saddle again. Congratulations. What was your secret?
There's
Again,
a lot of softballs this week.
yeah, 18, and the second place was what?
16.
16. So, yeah, you had, but again, there was the
And 3rd
the
place was
speed
15,
factor.
so it was pretty close.
Yeah, really close.
It's really hitting the answers quick enough.
Everybody should, so local bragging rights, again, congratulations, Greg Weaver. One of these days we're going to have we had the complimentary tickets to your Celtic Fest, and that was great. Do we know if the winners used them?
I'm not
Yes.
sure.
They
They
did.
did. Okay.
Awesome.
Oh, great.
Well, so that's what we're looking for.
Dominic and Katie used them.
Wonderful. So hopefully as the show grows, we'll get some more prizes to give out. That'd be great.
This weekend there was a free event there. It's public time. So,
Nice.
on
Okay.
Saturday, all day Saturday.
Awesome. And that's at the Dills Tavern, right?
Yep, that's Dill's Tavern.
Dillsburg. Perfect.
Let's hype Gregory Lee again tonight at 10 on CBS, FBI's Most Wanted.
I'm going to get home and watch that.
Yeah.
Watch it.
I'm going to have my camera out so I can take a picture of the TV, see if I can catch him. Try and pause it.
I did check out the Facebook bit from our guest last week. Cruel, what was it? Remember that, the name of the
Oh, yes,
video?
the movie. Did you check that out?
Yeah,
Can't remember the
it
name
was
of
cool. But let's get back to Gregory Lee.
So why don't you tell us about some of the other projects that you've dived into?
Sure. Recently, I was in a series called Dope Sick, which stars Rosario Dawson and Michael Keaton, and it covers the OxyContin epidemic abuse in the late 90s. I played a federal agent. I think that's going to be showing on Disney Plus probably sometime in the summer. I'm in a couple episodes.
Nice.
And then before that, I'm in an independent movie that's being released on video on demand right now called Made in Chinatown. I have a small part of that as well. I've also been in a couple of Subway ads that are running in the Subway, not
I
Subway.
saw the ad that was in the subway.
Yes. And what else? Just trying to keep busy. I did a couple of local commercials, some national commercials recently as well.
So do you do this full time or do you do something outside of pursuing your acting?
I teach martial arts also. I teach martial art called Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and the school I was teaching out of closed because of the pandemic and a lot of the laws in New York regarding coronavirus. But I recently started teaching privately again, so things have started to pick up. But
Awesome.
predominantly acting and modeling.
Well, it's nice that you didn't let the pandemic get you down and you said, I'm going to do it on my own.
Yes.
You have resilience.
So Disney Plus and Michael Keaton, how cool was that to work with somebody of that stature?
It was amazing. Michael Keaton, I didn't get a scene with him. I have a scene with Peter Sarsgaard, but I met Michael at the fitting, and he's a really, really nice guy, and surprisingly in pretty good shape for his age. I was surprised at his muscles.
He works out probably, huh?
Yeah, I think he's going to play Batman again, so he was pretty hyped up about that.
He's going to play Batman again?
I believe so. Hush, hush.
Was he the original Batman?
He's the original Batman from
yeah.
when I was a kid, yeah.
Sure. Yeah, and I know him as Mr. Mom, right?
Oh, yeah.
221, 222, whatever it takes. I mean, that great line about the AC/DC power. But so the other name you mentioned, you were in a scene with another actor.
Yeah, in Dope Sick, I'm with a scene with Peter Sarsgaard. Peter was in a lot of famous movies like Jarhead, horror movie called Orphan. He's a big star. He's a wonderful person. He's married to Maggie Gyllenhaal, Jake Gyllenhaal's sister. Maggie Gyllenhaal was in the second Batman movie, I think Dark Knight Returns, or some Dark Knight Rises. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. You know, all these famous actors are very down to earth in real life. You know, very humble.
That's nice. That's really an enduring quality, and that must give you confidence and feel good about what you're doing, and say, you know what, you can be yourself and make it. So we wish you all the luck in the world for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, so what gives you the motivation to continue? I know in the entertainment industry, you get a lot of no's before you get yeses, and in real life, general, regular people, we struggle with being told no and failing and success. What keeps you driven to not accept no and just say, you know what, screw you, I'm going to keep going?
Right. I have a lot of supportive family and really supportive friends. They're very. They add fuel to the fire. You know, they're like, Greg, you booked this. You know, I see you on the subway. I see you in this commercial. So those things drive me to keep going forward. I also enjoy performing. I think, in the past, somebody like myself, an Asian male, he wouldn't have been given the opportunities that I've been getting. So I feel like for the guys that came before me, I need to try hard to see what happens.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you have an agent, and if so, how do you go about getting an agent?
Yes, I have a wonderful agent. Her name is Stephanie Field. I absolutely adore her. Basically, you build up a reel. You build up. I got lucky because I was doing modeling before, so I had a modeling agency that was submitting me for stuff, and then I booked the national commercial, and that got me on her radar. And then I met with her, and then after I met with her, she submitted me for bigger and bigger projects.
Nice.
So everybody's way into getting a good agent is different, but I recommend doing student films in the beginning, trying to just get yourself out there, going through the audition process, because you get a lot of no's, and even at the basic level, you might not be what they want. So just get used to that early on.
So if the agent can find you, that's about the best you can have, I guess.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing is you can't be afraid to start at the bottom. Like you said, you have to start with student films and doing a lot of free work before you get to anything that's paid. I think that's the key.
100%, absolutely.
So you have to really be driven and motivated to do it. It's a passion. You're not going to make $1 million on your first gig, so it's not about that. So do any of our panelists have any questions or any comments for Gregory?
Greg, I just want you to know that I respect your passion, and I just hope that other people follow suit with you, because you have the right kind of mentality, you have the right kind of attitude, and it's just nice hearing that. So keep going, man. I'm excited for you.
Thank you so much, Zachary. Thank you.
My pleasure.
FBI's Most Wanted tonight. The trailer keeps going across the screen there.
Yeah, 10 p.m. That's exciting.
Yeah. CBS.
Yeah, CBS.
Another major network along with community media.
Along with community media. Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome.
Well, is it a time for a musical interlude?
It is time for a musical
Zach,
interlude.
do you happen to have anything handy?
Yes, sir, I do.
All right.
I got,
Let Zach wrap up the show.
all right. This is called Wanted.
Perfect. FBI's Most Wanted.
Whoa, well, mama was a dancer down in Southside of Keys. My fault, I got a sense of loyal's really a dream. My daddy wasn't anything but wasting my time. My fine us making hearts gone at a time. 'Cause I'm a wanted man. Do you understand? Do you think I bet all the things I said? You got me all wrong, like a wasted song. Now it's time to take a stand, like I'm banging a gun. Hey, hey, yeah.
I think we lost its volume.
Yeah, I can't hear anything.
I think we lost your volume again.
Sure,
Right at the
nice.
end. Right at the end.
No, thank you. Excellent.
Nice job.
Excellent.
Oh, and that wraps up another episode of Trivia.
Yeah, well, let's talk to Greg. Gregory, how'd you like being a contestant? Did you have
I
fun?
loved it. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I thought I was good at trivia until I played tonight.
Well, you can play every week. You can play along 7 p.m. every Tuesday night, and maybe we'd love to catch up with you again and see what you're up to sometime in the future.
Yeah, and definitely you can fill in anytime as a panelist. We're always looking for people to join in when we have other guests too.
Yeah, yeah. And great job, Greg Weaver, back on top. Go ahead, Zach.
His mic's out.
His mic's out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If you can hear us, Zach, your mic's out.
But Chris is with us. We got. Chris
At least
is
we can
back.
see Chris today.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That
Modern
was the
technology
highlight
is
for me.
wonderful when it works, but sometimes,
Definitely.
it doesn't work.
Well, great job as always by Brandon Glorioso in the truck. We don't really have a truck, but he's in the control room. And Corey's in the house as well. Corey, thanks for being with us. Zach, another beautiful job, and we appreciate you, and Chris as well. So one of these days you're going to put it all together. Who was that number 2 finisher? What was the name of that? It wasn't Bag of Nails.
Pebbles.
Bucket of Pebbles,
Bucket of Pebbles.
Bucket of Pebbles. Was that a takeoff on Bag of Hammers? Were you playing twice simultaneously?
He's trying to win first place
You got
twice.
the gold and the silver? I don't know. I think I hit a nerve there. I don't know.
Maybe.
I'm trying to figure that, would that be beneficial or not?
Well, it's like
Playing against yourself.
What's that called? It's not the trifecta. It's you get the gold and the silver. You get the 1 and the 2. Perfecta. I don't know. Anyway, great show.
Great show.
Eliza Jane, beautiful as always. Well done, and I hope to see everybody
Next week. Until next week. See ya.